wanting marriage to cure the battle that we're having with self. And that's not what marriage does. It's gonna actually amplify the battle that we have with self. People are chasing this feeling, not realizing that the feeling that you feel is a result of the action.
Getting married does not mean that you lose your identity.
We went to sleep and woke up, and you woke up a completely different person today. So, okay, who do we got today?
If I could sit down with the version of myself who was about to walk down the aisle, okay, have you ever thought about this? If you could see her, what would you say to her? I could tell you that there are some things, some conversations that I would have with her. And it's not because I don't enjoy being married. It's not because I don't enjoy the life that I have, but it's because I had to learn some lessons the hard way. And so today's conversation is about just that. What are the lessons that we've learned along this journey, and what will we say to our younger selves?
So welcome back for another week of the Work Behind The Vows podcast. I'm your host, Words Taylor. And this is my beautiful and lovely wife with the black on today.
Yes.
Locks are just flowing. Really? Eyes are just flowing. Lip. Well, okay, give them lip. And cheek. And ear. This is Julanda Taylor.
Yes.
The other host of the Work Behind The Vows.
Yes, and on the Work Behind the Vows, if you've never been here before, you'll know that we have real conversations about daily choices and the healing work that goes into holding marriages together, right?
Right.
And today is no different. We have a topic today that is real near and dear to our hearts. We're talking about what we wish someone had told us before we got married.
Yeah.
So we're going to start out with a conversation to our younger selves, right? So it's a segment we're going to call Letter to Our Younger Selves. I'm going to let my wonderful husband start first.
Okay.
So you are speaking to your younger self. You don't say nothing to me. You can talk to the camera. Tell them what you got to tell them. Be serious for once in your life.
I'm being serious. This is how I'm going to talk to me.
Okay.
Hey, my boy. I would, let me see. What would I say to my younger self? This is like the 24-year-old that is about to walk down the sand. Mm-hmm. You know, because we got...
You want to go in depth?
We got to walk down the sand. Mm-hmm. You want me to talk to them or say what I would say to him?
I want you to talk to him. This is the letter to your younger self.
I don't write letters.
I know.
Okay.
This is the audio message to your younger self.
I'm going to leave them an audio because based off of where I am now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, my boy, what I'm telling you right now that you have been married 17 years. You have 3 beautiful kids. And the biggest secret that you have found to getting to this point is 2 things. 1, growing in your relationship with God, which has ultimately increased you. And through your increase, you're able to increase everything around you. 2, reconciliation is going to be the utmost important. So that means that there's a level of pride and arrogance that you cannot bring into this marriage. It's no longer serving us, my boy. All right? I know we've had it for a while and it's protected us. The aggression and the arrogance and the pride has protected us up until this point, but it will not serve us in this marriage any longer. And in order for you to have a healthy marriage and the longevity you desire and build the legacy, you're going to have to let that part go. And we're going to be good. Oh, and, why you put your hand down? And your wife is going to do this little thing with her. Y'all going to be good. Don't even Don't even worry about that. Y'all look good. You're not going to be missing out on anything. Trust me, y'all going to be good. Okay? Go ahead and get married, my boy. Go ahead. Oh, another thing. Okay. We do have 3 kids, but that other one came as a shock. You talked about getting a vasectomy. You might want to get it as soon as you talk about it. Okay? But then you wouldn't have the 3rd kid, so that's up to you. All right, go ahead. That's what I'm going to say to my dog.
I probably should have set the tone. So
What? That's what I'm going to say.
That was good.
He got it. We got it. I'm as he and he is me. We got it. Okay, what would you say to old girl?
22.
Can I say something to her?
No. 22 years in this, and let me tell you that there's never a dull moment.
No, listen, who I really need to talk to.
No.
Listen, I really need to talk to
A therapist.
No,
Yes.
no. I need to talk to her.
No, you
Okay,
don't.
okay.
She don't want to hear from you. She don't even know you.
She knows.
Okay.
You said this is right before we walk down the aisle.
It's letter to your younger self is what it is. That's what I said.
No, but I asked the question. I said, is this right before I walk down the sand? And you said yes.
I said, sure.
Okay,
If
so that's
what
where
you
I
wanted
went
it
from.
to be, if that's where you want it to go from, I'm going from letter to my
How
younger
far are you
self.
about to go back?
Probably more like high school.
High school?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I need to talk to her.
Babe,
Because,
get it together. Are we going to finish this episode?
yes, yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay.
If we're
So-
talking to some people,
So there's a rule. Okay, I didn't mention it.
17, 18-year-old Julanda.
I didn't mention it
to
before
holler
you
at her.
started, but did you notice how I sat here silently while you spoke? I didn't interject.
You had a lot of facial stuff going on.
You can let your face speak
Okay,
volumes.
okay.
Okay. Let your face
Okay.
speak volumes.
I got it.
But do not allow
Okay, go
your
ahead.
words
Go
to
ahead.
speak.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Go ahead.
Me. No, I'm just saying. Okay. No, seriously. Letter to my younger self. Hey, girl. It's me. You. In the future. And I want to tap in and talk to you and just let you know, girl, we have had some phenomenal growth and success happen in life. But there are so many things that have just developed in life that I want to let you know about now before you get here so that you can better handle them and evolve with them. I think I would say, number one, the most important thing is, of course, your relationship with God. You have to stay connected. You have to go deeper. You have to pursue Him at all costs, because in getting lost in Him and in pursuing Him at all costs, you will actually find you. You will be completely sound in your purpose and who you are. There were so many years that I was lost in trying to figure that out and didn't realize that it was because I was disconnected. So please, please, please stay connected. In that, God first, healing second. Focus on healing. You went through some drama. You went through drama. You went through trauma. You went through hurt. And those things, they tried to break you, but they didn't. Plot twist, you are here in the end, successfully married with a business and 3 kids, happily living life, right? But you have to heal and you have to be intentional about healing. You can avoid so many frogs and issues by intentionally focusing on healing. Let that be number 2 behind God. Also know that when you get married, you are going to walk down the aisle with this man
Hit the jackpot.
who makes you laugh often. He lightens.
Ooh, hey, girl.
He lightens the load of the heaviness and the trauma that you endured. And you need that in your life. But what I also want you to understand is getting married does not mean that you lose your identity, that you lose who you are or who God has purposed you to be. I want you to keep focusing on that. Keep focusing on God and healing. And in God is your purpose. So if you focus on that, you won't get wrapped up and lost and end up going and finding your identity in marriage and in parenting and being a wife and a mother. Like, you are all those things and so much more. Please stay focused on God. If I had to stress anything,
Tell her to do the thing.
I also want you to know that your voice matters. Do not go into spaces and become small. Do not go into spaces and become quiet because you are insecure or you feel intimidated. Your voice matters. You are worthy of all of the time, energy, and love that is given to you. You are worthy to be in the spaces that you walk into. You are overly intelligent. You're a freaking genius. And all you have to do is pursue the thing that God has put on your heart. When it comes to being married and being intimate, you did learn something. You learned from a woman who was married before you that you are to be everything for your husband. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Everything, friend, everything that you can imagine. Be that and so much more, and he'll love it. He'll love all parts of it. Ultimately, I want you to know that you're enough. And you got this. We got this. Your kids are beautiful and they thrive. They look just like you. Your family will be okay. Everybody will be okay. Your extended family and the home that you've created with your husband is amazing. And God is in and through that. So love you. And we got this.
Okay.
Let's go to commercial and we'll come back.
Okay, so first of all, I appreciate you all watching the episode. Thank you so much. But I don't just want you to watch it. I want you to also subscribe. I want you to make sure that you're subscribing to the podcast and that you're in tune with everything that we're doing. That's why my wife and I prepared a training just for you so you can get access to it. It's our marriage golden ticket. Well, we're going to show you how to start to reconnect. All right. And just restore your marriage the way you want to. So you can start reconciling. So you can start to have more intimacy, more healthy communication, all of the above, right? The marriage golden ticket. Only thing you got to do is go ahead and visit theworkbehindthevows.com or use the link below in the description. And we got you. You're going to get all things the work behind the vows, all things, me and wifey, you're going to get it there. Let's get this work, y'all. Go back to the episode. Let go.
And we are back after a word from our sponsors. That was heavy, right?
We are back.
That was heavy. That was deep. So
Yes.
let's talk about
Maybe got her moment. Okay, go ahead, babe. Let's talk about it. What are we talking about?
y'all about to see us go to marriage counseling on this video. Right here, right now. Okay? Let's talk about the things that we thought marriage would automatically fix. Because, we dated. Of course, we had relationships before us. And then we ourselves dated off and on for 5 years. And so we had familiarity with one another. So what are some things that we thought prior to knowing, right, before we came to the realization that we have today, some things that we thought marriage would automatically fix?
I don't know if I came into it with this is going to automatically fix something. Right? That's not how I think.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
I thought by being married, I would never experience loneliness
Gotcha.
because I would always have a partner.
Yeah.
I would always have somebody by my side.
Sure.
I would never be alone.
Yeah. Maybe I felt like, I don't know. I don't think in that way that this one thing is going to just fix everything. I do think that marriage or being with you has helped to fill a certain void. It didn't, but that doesn't mean that void is not there of being loved, like from not having my mother growing up, right? So that's a void that I then learned in our marriage that only God can truly fill that void. Only God can truly heal me from that. And I have to be in pursuit of that.
But so that's a realized idea today.
Right, for
but
sure.
in getting married, it was, I'm not going to be alone.
Yeah, or
Because my mama, the one
not that I'm
she
not
wasn't
going to be
here.
alone, but maybe I will actually feel loved.
Feel
now.
loved.
Yeah, now I'll have somebody that's going to love me and not abandon me.
Absolutely.
So, but I don't know that I felt like that was something that was going to be fixed. It's just that I won't have to deal. I'm getting married, and this person is saying they're going to be here and be loyal to me, and we're committing to one another. Okay, so now I finally found someone that is going to love me and not abandon me.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if it's fixing something, because
it's an idea.
Yeah, it's
that
an idea.
Had that was going to be embodied by marriage.
For sure. So
one that I had was that communication was going to be easier.
No, I ain't had.
So this was the thing, because when you're married, you're supposedly, you have the same plan and vision, right? And so, because we dated and we lived together, and communication was not great, right? We didn't live together very long, but we lived together long enough to where it was like, this don't work. I don't know why I thought that getting married, all of the things that we had, because I think we lived together about 6 months. Yeah. So like all of the things that we dealt with in the 6 months, when we got married 4 years later, those things were going to be remedied. Like we were going to communicate much easier. We were going to have this whole dance down, and we were going to be good at it.
Yeah, no, I can see that, but and maybe I'm thinking about this in the mind that I have right now, but I always think that things only get better that I intentionally make better. Like I intentionally change the behavior or grow or seek out growth or things like that. This is something that my father always taught me, is like, yo, you got to solve the problem. You got to seek out solutions and things like that. So I never thought that, okay, because now we suddenly walk down the aisle, that you've changed as a person. But now it's more so like, oh, I have somebody that is going to go through life with me, and that is accepting me for me. I think that's what I'm coming into it as. It's like, you've seen everything now.
Yeah.
You've seen the flaws, you've seen the mistakes, you've seen the insecurities, you've seen, or you've seen the positive, you've seen the highs and lows. It's like, and you're still okay. You still here? Oh, okay. Well, then that's what I'm looking at. I'm coming into it from that aspect of, cool. Now we're about to build.
Yeah.
We can build something incredible, and we're gonna build it together. So we got to figure out how to work together. I didn't think it was solved. There will be a solution.
Or I thought of this idea that marriage was going to create emotional security. I think that by the time we got married,
there may be a lot of people thinking that too.
Yeah. By the time we got married, I was already well aware of my battles with depression and anxiety.
Right.
And PTSD. Like I was aware of that. Right. But I don't know why in getting married, I thought that there would be like more stability with that aspect of my life. As though, and then that, I mean, I have been in therapy on and off for years. So I think a part of me thought that was the piece, right? If that piece would get into place, then, because I also felt I was being constantly triggered by relationships, right, with men. So now I'm in a relationship with one man.
Right.
And he is the same man day in and day out, and he's not going to hurt me. And therefore, I'm going to have this emotional stability and security to no longer have to go with, and that's before.
Well, there is a form of emotional stability that a healthy marriage can bring, is the fact that you know that, well, based off of the principles and the values and things like that, you know, like, okay, this person is going to be here. Mm-hmm. So there's emotional stability in knowing that, or this person has an unconditional love for me where it's not contingent upon me being this person all the time. Mm-hmm. There's stability in understanding that. And when you don't understand that, and this is where I feel like divorces and things happen where people are like, oh, we've fallen out of love and all of these things, is because your stability or your love for this person had a contingency. Mm-hmm. And the contingency was, you're going to be this person for the longevity of our marriage. And the first sign of you're not this person any longer, then I want out.
I'm a run.
Mm-hmm. And we forget that, again, evolution and human and growth, and you're not the same. You're not having 3 kids and one of them having to be fully cut open and all of those things and those experiences. You're not the same person.
Right.
And you're not, that's not my expectation. And preeclampsia with one of the babies. You're not this, you're not coming out of that the same person.
Right.
But if my love for you or my faithfulness to you was contingent upon you being the same person before marriage, then once I see you, before having a baby.
Before all of that, yeah.
Then now what happens is I'm going to have this idea like, oh, you're not even the same. I'm done. You're not the same person. We've fallen out of love. Mm-hmm. But the notion of we're supposed to be every like I'm supposed to be complete you. That's wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? All of those things, like that's, so people are chasing this feeling, not realizing that the feeling that you feel is a result
of the action.
Mm-hmm. Me consistently showing up, me consistently serving, me consistently apologizing, me consistently going on the journey with you and liking the things that you like and trying the things that you love, me doing this, me being patient, me not being, all of these things are consistent actions. And from those consistent actions, there's a feeling attached to it.
Yeah.
When that feeling goes away, then we have to look at, well, what have the actions been?
What are the actions doing?
You've taken something away. And the reason why you took something away is because your relationship and your love was based off of contingencies.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this away because you're not being the same person. Or I saw you as this person. Now I'm going to take this away. I'm not going to do this anymore. Or I'm going to calm down on this. Or I'm not going to express myself as much. I'm not going to do this as much. And you slowly put those small takeaways together. Mm-hmm. And
you're completely disconnected from your marriage.
You're completely disconnected. Mm-hmm. So that's what it is.
So what about this? So I had this belief that getting married would resolve my insecurities. Mm. Is that anything that you do? Because you know what my insecurity, like you talk to me all the time. Don't talk down to my wife.
No,
don't talk to her like that. And I'm like, boy, please, whatever. Or babe, put this on or put that on. Nope, I don't like that. I don't like the way I look at that. I don't like, all of these things. Or you love the freckles. Now, I actually like my freckles, but you love the freckles on my face. I'm like, I might not be feeling it that day or whatever. Right. Those insecurities did not go away because we got married. Even more, I think they were more amplified because you began to call them out in a loving way.
Yeah, for sure.
Not even a critical or judgmental way, but calling out in a loving way. Oh, look at your booty. Oh, stop. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it put them on display.
Right.
It did not make them go away. It did not resolve my insecurities.
But okay, so what we're talking about then is we're looking at it and we're wanting marriage to cure the things that we have, the battle that we're having with self.
Absolutely.
And that's not what marriage does.
No.
It's gonna actually amplify
absolutely
the battle that we have with self. Mm-hmm. The anger, the lack of patience, the arrogance or the pride or procrastination or tardiness or whatever. Marriage is literally going to amplify those things.
Absolutely.
And it's going to force you to be like, oh, look at this thing. Now, what do you do with it?
Yeah.
Are you going to do something about it? Or are you going to let this be to your detriment? Are you going to let this be the thing that disconnects you and your spouse? Or are you going to try to hold on to this thing?
Yeah, so, I thought marriage would give me a platform to ignore my wounds,
right,
my unhealed trauma. Like I didn't think marriage would heal the unhealed trauma, right? But I thought that with having marriage, I could focus so deeply on that that I would become numb and ignore the unhealed trauma from sexual abuse and physical abuse and things like that.
Yeah.
And that is not what happened.
No.
You know, there are so many pieces that I put marriage into. Like I thought once you get married, I didn't understand this process of becoming. I thought that we get married and now we're grown-ups.
Right.
We're mature.
Right.
We're adults.
Right.
Like we got this thing figured out.
Right, for sure.
We're going to figure it out together, but we got it figured out.
Right.
Finances in the bag.
Right.
There's nothing new you need to learn about those.
Right.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're done. Yeah. Parenting, you'll be a whiz at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have it's built into this partnership.
But also when you think about it as far as the parenting perspective, you like, I know what I did not like.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be everything that I, or in a marriage, you're like, I seen my mother or father, or like you seen your mother or father. I know what I want it to look like.
Yep.
And I know what I'm not gonna do. But only thing we had was the not. Mm-hmm. We didn't have the do.
The do.
We didn't have the like, but this is what it should look like. Mm-hmm. And these are the principles behind it. And this is why we do this. And this is what should come out of this. It was just like, it's going off, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do that.
So I'm not going to do it. But what am I going to do?
But what am I going to do?
Everything you take away, you have to put something in there to replace it.
I'm talking to a friend now, and in their marriage, they have not spoken in maybe a week. They haven't spoken to each other. And I'm talking to him, and he's like, man, she needs to come to me. And I'm like, well, have y'all talked about how? What that looks like? No, but we talked about we don't want to go and be in silence one another. And I was like, okay, you talked about what not to do. That's the first.
Right. We won't let the sun go down on our anger.
Yeah, that's the first phase. Great. Now, when the thing does happen, when the disconnect does happen, did y'all talk about how do you get reconnected? No. Okay. So that's what we haven't put in place. And then you will start to learn the principle of like, does it matter if who comes to who first if you're both going to take accountability? Which is your preference? Her coming to you first or making sure that you're heard and you all both take accountability? And you're like, well, I feel like her coming first is taking accountability. No. Because I can come first and be like, yo, I need to talk now.
What you want to apologize for?
Okay, so when you said this and you did, I can come first.
Yeah. And
still be on some, you need to, why haven't you come to apologize? But what's most important is, do we have a system of how we're going to reconnect with one another and how we're going to take accountability? And then how do we move forward? Is there a system in place for that? If there's not, then we have to put one.
Right.
So that's the thing. We've learned the not, but we have not learned or taught ourselves to do, or we haven't sought out the answers for, I know what not to do, but what do I do? And that's the key.
That's the key.
Yeah.
So what expectations do you think hurt marriages most of the ones that we just talked
The
about?
unspoken ones. The unspoken expectations hurt marriages. Right? I'm expecting you to come to me. You expecting me to come to you. All of these things, and we're not conversing with each other. That unspoken, or I expected that you were going to be like this, and I expected you were going to be like this, and instead of us communicating and establish that, I'm disappointed. So now I'm walking around with like, oh, this is not the person I thought you were going to be. And it's like we can build the marriage that we want, but we have to communicate.
Yeah. Did you even say what your idea
Right.
was of
Sure.
what this was going to be?
Absolutely.
So, okay. I think that's a good point to head to our sponsors.
Yo, what's going on, world? So first of all, I hope you all are enjoying the episode, but let me get a quick little break. I want to tell you all, as you all know, healing is a lifestyle. So we want to tell you real quick about Shackley. One of the things that we used to try to do is, y'all remember these? You remember these where you would try to fill up these and you have different bottles and you pick your Monday, your Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, we're done with that. With Shackley, all right, and my vitamins, look at this. Prepackaged. And here's the dope part about Shackley. They're whole food vitamins, meaning they will actually spoil. Whereas you buy stuff off the shelf and it's filled with all type of metals and dyes and all of those things. Well, this is actually whole food, natural. And this is just for me. This is the vitalizer just for me. And guess what? We have this for each one of our kids as well. Our kids, prepackaged every day. Okay, even has their name on it. So, boom, we rip it off. Another one comes out. Every single kid has one. Our entire family rocks with Shackley. It's rare that you're gonna even see me get sick. Not just for my vitamins, but because, I'm living a healthy lifestyle. And we want to help you all do the same thing. We put a link below just for you. Go ahead, check out our Shackley store. Also, we have things like for y'all that are trying to get your protein in. Shackley got you. Okay? We do a 5-day protein reset. Our family is all about Shackley. And your family should be too. I mean, if you want to keep them healthy. Let's get back to the episode.
And we are back. And we are talking to our younger selves, and just not necessarily our younger selves, but just more so what we wish someone would have told us before we got married. Yeah. So if you've missed any of this episode, you need to rewind, because we went into some good stuff. We went into some deep stuff. But I want to talk about what is one piece of advice that, excuse me, you would give to someone who is going on their own. If it needs to be separate advice, let it be. But I'm thinking about someone who's going on their own journey of getting married. So maybe they are in the engaged state, they're about to get married, but then also someone who is married and at whatever stages of marriage that you want to identify. But what is a piece of advice that you would give for those couples?
Yeah, the same thing I just said. It's like a lot of people may come into marriage thinking like, if we have disagreements, if we argue, if we do whatever, then that means the marriage is not working. Mm-hmm. What I would say is, prior to getting married, establish, when you all get disconnected, how do we reconnect?
Yeah.
That is reconciliation. Like, how do we reconcile our differences, and how do we move forward in a way that we can avoid this later, or we can make sure that we have a plan in place for when it comes in later. For example, when I want to be on time, all of those things. And there was a point when we first had our child, I want to be on time. I'm like, I'm gonna get dressed. I'm in the car. Well, now you're getting dressed, and I'm like, what is taking you so long? But you then establish that, okay, you have to clean out bottles, get our daughter ready, pack the bag, all of these things. And now I'm frustrated because you're late. You're frustrated because
I don't get no help.
Because you feel unsupported.
Mm-hmm.
So we can both walk away with that and be like, see, she doesn't value what I value. And see, I feel unsupported. Or we can have a conversation and reconcile and say, and I can communicate like, babe, what do you need in order for us to be on time? Well, the reason why we're on time is because, yeah, you may get yourself ready, but I'm also responsible for this, this, and this. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you need from me? And well, can you get our daughter ready, dressed, and out the door? Or can you clean the bottles and then you pack the bag? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And then when
Teamwork.
we're leaving, I want to leave by this time. I'll tell you the time that I want to leave and things like that. And we do that and we can come to that agreement. So now we understand moving forward, this is how we flow.
Right.
This is important.
Teamwork.
This is important to understand. The things that frustrate you, I may not place that high of a value. It may seem small to me. The things that frustrate me may seem, it's like, that's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But it is to me. So now it's about how do we come to an agreement on where our big deals matter to both of us.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like, and if you don't have that, if you don't know, look at everything. Everything has, when boxing, you're coming in, you're gonna have a fight, but they still say, hey, don't do this, stay here, be mindful of this, be boom, boom, boom. There's a plan.
Right.
We have to have that and not come into this marriage thinking like, hey, we're just gonna agree on everything. No, you are two individual people. You're not gonna agree on everything. But how do we come into an agreement? And when we disagree, how do we reconcile that so we can move forward?
Yeah, I think the key in what you said is that the piece that's missing is that process of becoming.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you are two individual people.
Right.
You have lived two individual lives and you have to become one.
Yes.
That's what the Bible says, to become one,
Yes.
right? That become, there's a process implied in that
Yes.
word, right? So no, that's good. That's good. I think my one piece of advice would be that even in, of course, I want to focus on self. I do. Because I think that it's important, even in your marriage, that you are intentional on focusing on your self-healing.
Mm-hmm.
I think even in the midst of a relationship, even in the midst of dating, you always need to be working on healing the things within you that need to be reconciled and healed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because there's a reconciliation that has to come within self. There's a reconciliation that has to come with God. There's a reconciliation that has to come in your relationship.
Yeah.
And so you can't put that on the back burner. Like you can't neglect self while trying to focus on the relationship. There are so many people who are like, the relationship is struggling and their remedy for that is we're going to go to marriage counseling.
Right.
That's cool. But neither one of y'all are working on self.
Right, for sure.
Neither one of you are addressing your own childhood trauma and the different things that you've gone through. So guess what? After you pay for those 6 sessions of marriage counseling, you're going to go home and you're going to go back to the same issues that you've had.
For sure.
Because you're not working on healing the parts of you that are unresolved.
That's good. That's good. Those are the things that are coming up.
That's what's coming up in your marriage.
Yeah.
I'm being triggered by you reminding me not to swivel in a chair because it feels like you trying to control me because my daddy controlled me.
Right, for sure.
And he didn't let me do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
so just to address this, one of the biggest things that people will take that same thing, be like, oh, look, he's trying to control me and all of those things. But when you know me, and one of my favorite internal things about you is your intelligence, your ability to think, solve problems. And so it's like, I never want to control you. And then when a man does do these things, we are one flesh. It is only you, whatever happens to you or is said to you is only going to make us better. So I'm never going to say anything because I know controlling you may make you feel small. Or try to feel small, or it brings about an attack, which is going to disconnect us. That's not what I want. That's not my intent behind it. Right. So when we start to learn those things, that shifts everything. It's like, so now you can have, but that comes from you doing counseling and therapy, me doing counseling and therapy, because now you can have a different conversation. Is this what he wants? No, absolutely not. Or is this a me thing? Is this me creating this? No, absolutely not.
It gives you the ability to self-reflect.
Yes, because I'm saying it because that was one of the things that he was like, hey, don't do this because it may mess up. I'm like, hey, man, don't, Well,
he said move in the chair, so I was moving.
Yeah. So, but no. I think that self-care is even something that was definitely been beneficial to me. That's not ever like what probably the last 4 years is maybe 5 that I've really started to engage in self-care. Otherwise, it was just like,
Yeah, just go.
I'll just go and whatever happens.
Yeah.
know. But now I'm more intentional with it. And I think it's very beneficial in a marriage for sure.
Absolutely. So I hope y'all got something from today's episode. Let's give, if you have another final takeaway, because that was one piece of advice. I think my final takeaway would be marriage isn't about finding the perfect person. I don't think that person exists at all. But it is about becoming the person or becoming the kind of person who can build something healthy with another imperfect person.
No, that's good.
Right? And it requires growth on everybody's parts.
Yeah.
We, and you may talk about it. I don't say it correctly, but we always say we're two imperfect people on a journey to becoming like whole or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And we've always had that in our marriage. And that was real. I think when you come to that realization that he's not perfect, I'm not perfect, so neither one of us are going to get it right 100% of the time. But when something happens that offends me, I can self-reflect and figure out why is it that I'm offended? Like, and because I know this individual, let me look into intentions, that sort of deal, right? And so that's what marriage is about. That's the healing. That's the work behind the vows.
And we can set those boundaries with one another. And the fact that this person, your spouse, wants to be a part of your journey of wholeness, your spouse is going to be receptive to the boundaries that you set as well.
Absolutely.
It's like, oh, okay, I got you. I'm going to take that journey with you. I'm going to be more mindful of that. Something so simple as drinking from a water bottle, okay? Which I'm like, she is making a big
Oh, you're talking about drinking from my water bottle.
Yes.
Oh, that's a boundary.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, are you serious?
I thought you were talking about yours. I'm like, yeah.
We're married. Give me this water bottle, girl. And it's like, no, this is.
Just for the record, I track my water. Like literally, I try to get a gallon of water a day. And so those 3 sips that you just took from my bottle, I can't quantify how much you took. And therefore, I'm not officially hitting my gallon because you took the water out my bottle. Can you go get your own bottle? Let me buy you a bottle. Matter of fact. Is that okay?
I'm talking about.
But he'll do like, if you love me, you don't love me because you didn't let me drink your water. What?
Yes, that is the absence of love right there.
But I gave you a bottle.
But also, it's like I get an opportunity to show you that I do love and respect you by honoring that boundary.
The boundaries, yeah.
You know, and not just taking advantage of it and saying, no, this is what that you married into, you know. All right. So my last piece of advice is like, if you are going down the aisle and you're saying, I'm going to take this journey with you, then take the journey.
Yeah, that's good.
And whatever the journey brings, then know that you all will have this idea that, we're going to get through it. And it's not going to always look great and beautiful and all those things. And you may not have the butterfly feeling every single time. It's going to come in waves, right? Baby had it over the last 3 days. I'm like, girl couldn't keep her hands off me. And I was here for it. And then this morning, I'm like, good morning. She like, ugh.
The dramatics of it.
I didn't say that this morning. I didn't say that this morning.
I didn't say, ugh.
It wasn't.
Good morning.
It was like
I said, good morning.
It's like, why are you here? It's
good
like,
morning.
It's like,
babe, you've been loving on me.
I said, babe,
something shifted. What happened?
Said, how you shift? What is this? Within, I mean, we went to sleep and woke up. That's the only thing that happened. We went to sleep and woke up, and you woke up a completely different person today. So, okay, who do we got today?
Every woman. So let me know. Is your husband as dramatic as mine?
So now I'm like, all right, now I have a new person.
I got out Two person?
to navigate.
That is wild.
Okay, a new person to navigate. But no, I would say go on the journey is the journey, and you can't expect that you're going to be married to the same person you had 5 years ago. Like your father died. You know, there's a shift in that. You know, my brother died. One of my best friends committed suicide. It's like there's shifts that happens in that. You had a traumatic experience at your last job, and all of that stuff. There's so many things that environment may cause us to shift, that may cause us to close up or get into protection mode, or that trigger us attack mode, or any of those things. So it's like you can't expect me to be one way the entire.
Right. That's good.
That's not even fair to ask for. And there are things that I'm now learning. My relationship with God is growing stronger, so I'm gonna be a different person. Like I'm now. No, I don't think I used to value that. I don't value that anymore.
Right.
I used to
Or
want
I
to hang out.
value it in a different way.
I value it in a different way. Or I used to want to hang out with this person. Now I don't want to do that anymore. Like, so when you say we're going on this journey, we're going on this journey. So go on the journey.
Absolutely. So now we got homework for you. I want you to ask your spouse, what was one thing that, or something that you wish you had been told before we got married? And be open to the conversation and figure out what that is. And then let us know in the comments that you did that, right? Yeah. We want to engage with you. We want to do life together. We all doing the work behind the vows. So that's this episode. We'll see you next time.
Lego.